What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 291 of the LURED podcast, where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. LURED is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Saturday, November 18th, 2023. This episode is streaming live on twitch.tv/Pokemon Professor Network. I'm Ken. That's Adam. What's up?
Hey, trainers.
Hi, how are you? What's going on?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's great, man. That's good to hear. How's the hockey going? I know you've been in hockey mode this week.
It has actually been very intense. We had a hockey tournament last weekend, and that was up in Stowe, Vermont. This weekend's game was in White River Junction.
Is that far?
Which is an hour and 53 minutes away.
I like how you didn't say 2 hours. You were like an hour 53.
Well, I mean, that's what GPS said. And we did stop for a bathroom break, so it was probably 2 hours. But we won.
Did you?
It was almost a clean
This
victory.
is his son's hockey, by the way. Adam's not like hockey.
I'm not a professional, let me tell you. Bruins, oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm not coming. I mean, if you need somebody to clean the locker room or something.
Dude, I want to drive the Zamboni.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
But we went 7-1. We won 7-1.
Nice. Did Ashton
And
score?
then afterwards, no, he did not. But he did make some crazy play. At one point, it looked like he was gonna have he had a breakaway, and then three players were right on him, but he was amazing with stick handling. Went left, dodged that person, went right, dodged the next person,
Wow.
and then still was able to get the shot off, but the goalie blocked it.
Oh, shout out to everyone in the chat. We got Scipio Blue, Maddie G. Hi, how are you? The huge.
Just those two? We need
They're
to
in
have
the
more.
chat.
Tell them to get their friends.
Yes, they're calling each other right now.
Our friends need to get more friends.
All right, well, we got plenty to talk about. My
friends don't let friends podcast alone.
It might sound like I'm podcasting in a party right now because my neighbors are either having a fist fight or moving furniture and having a party or something. So if you hear a lot of noise in the background, my bad, yo, I'm trying.
They're playing Just Dance.
Yeah, exactly. They have a punching bag. They installed a punching bag. They're just speed bagging it. But Adam, we got plenty to talk about. We're gonna recap the last week of gameplay. We have Fashion Week still going on. Still got a little bit of time. We have the long.
Oh, I'm not wearing my finest.
Your fashionable stuff. We had a long Gothita and Marini showcase still going on for another day. So
it's still going. I thought you were
going.
going to yell at me to snipe a.
Not yet. You know? That text will come tomorrow on the 19th when it ends. Party Up is Party Play's first feature event, I guess you could call it. But Niantic forgot to include actual joining a party. So it's a party event. You don't have it. It's hilarious. We'll talk about it. If you log in with Pokemon.
Also, if you think about it, way back when I was in Barcelona, when we got that announcement that Party Play that was being teased, I thought for Halloween for sure we would have had something that we needed to be Party Played for. Like there was a specific raid that you could only do if you were in a party of two or more people.
No,
but no, nothing.
Yeah, the new event's interesting. We'll talk about it. If you log in with Pokemon Trainer Club into the game, you definitely want to take some steps to ensure that you're going to have account access because there is some changes coming. We'll review that. You still have a couple days to submit questions to the Wayfarer AMA, so we'll link to that. And I'd imagine with all the hoopla of the ladder policy over the past couple weeks, this is a great opportunity to speak directly to Niantic. Hopefully we'll get some answers. If enough people ask the right questions, they'll be transparent. The AMAs are usually really, really good. So we'll dig into that a little bit and how you can get involved. We're putting together a holiday charity drive. This is going to be pretty cool. We're working with takethis.org, which is a fantastic charity. We'll talk about that and how you can get involved. There was a funky ban wave that went out this week. This was kind of, I don't know. Pokemon Go Hub has the scoop. And I held off on kind of saying anything about this because I didn't know. And then Go Hub came out and they were like, hey, we reached out to Niantic and we got confirmation. So maybe Niantic did this exclusive thing and gave the gave the words to them, but we'll cover that
Wow.
actual topic because it was pretty
Well, at
interesting.
least somebody has something about it.
No, it's great. It's great because normally we don't talk about some things on this show in respect of Niantic. You know what I mean? Like we talk about the topics, but we avoid saying certain verbiage or language. And in this
Like Delibird?
like Voldemort. If you're a fan of the show and you've been listening for a while, you know that certain auto catch device we refer to as Voldemort because we can't say it by name out of respect. You know what I'm saying? It's like we gotta do what we gotta do. But we'll talk about something that we normally don't talk about, and that's the fast catch thing because it definitely relates to what happened with the bandwave.
Don't talk about that.
I know. It's like Bruno. And Mystic 7 had a pretty good conversation starter over on his Twitter. We'll talk about that. Jump into the conversation a bit. I think it's a little spicy, and I think it can have some good convo
Implications?
around. Sure, no, it's it's a great tweet, and we'll talk about it. But Adam, it's
Is
fashion.
it a tweet or is it just a post on X?
It's a tweet. It's an what? See, missed opportunity.
I
They
don't know
should have
anymore.
called it an excerpt. No, it's just not like it's. I think they call it a zeet. I think that's how they pronounce it. Like I think that's what it is instead of a tweet. It's a zeet, with XEET. But it is Fashion Week, Adam. Let's dig into the event. So Fashion Week has a couple days left. One day left from the time of this recording. Pokemon debut, the Dragonite. This was out. This was a great chase. Dragonite wearing a fashionable costume. We had Wooper that could then evolve up to Quagsire, rocking the Adabisi beanie on the side, which is really cool.
Yeah, did you look at the detail on the beanie?
It's great.
I was like very impressed with that.
Yeah, no, it's a great model. And the Dragonite wearing the little thingies, goggles thing, it's cute, in the bow tie. It's cool. I imagine if they did Messenger Dragonite, wouldn't that have been awesome? Like with the bag. I thought that if it
How
said
did Aerodactyl get a satchel?
Yeah, satchel dactyl.
Before Dragonite.
But I mean, give me the actual, model it after the old, Team Rocket invitation, kind of thing. Make it, it could have been Dragonite wearing a fashionable bag or something like that. That would have been cool.
And then you could have given us an item in shop and just make it only purchasable. Or make it part of the Fashion Week bundle.
People are
That's
screaming
just a
at Adam
pan.
right now. Adam's like,
That's a frying pan like this. You know what I mean?
Avatar items, double candy for catching, and increased chance for Candy XL, which has been really good. $2 paid timed research, thanks to
Trainer Mystic.
who hooked me up. Yep.
Oh, Trainer Mystic sent me one.
We got hooked up. So that's really cool. And there's a bunch of wild encounters, more costumes. We talked about this a little bit last week. Gothita, definitely a chase here, and also for showcases. So it was pretty cool. Furfrou, another one that a lot of people are trying to hunt down so they can have, if you have, it's easy to get the line of a 2-stage evolution, right? Furfrou doesn't evolve, but with all the forms, you want to have multiple shinies. So if you have the opportunity to change form, you can have the whole line. Check out JT Valor's video.
I have not seen a Furfrou in raids.
Really?
And I have seen a ton of them, plenty at my house.
Oh, yeah.
It's I turn on my phone, it's 4 or 5 spawn.
Mm-hmm.
I catch them all. They're all either junk IVs or not shiny.
Yeah, that tracks. I've done a couple Dragonite raids. Haven't done any Butterfree. I have the Butterfree shiny. Absol is another one I've been chasing. Babies in the Smoochum was the only baby in 5K eggs. I think there was an error in one of the international blogs that said 7K eggs, but yeah, these are in 5Ks. And then Pichu with the hat. That's another good chase.
Well, I feel like
shiny.
I hatched a 7K and it hatched a Pichu with the hat and glasses, but it doesn't show it in the possibilities.
From a 7K?
I thought so.
No, it would have been a 5K. Would have been a 5K. But field research, you can get that Blitzel. That was a good one. Good little chase. And then the collection challenge giving you the shot at Dragonite, which was cool. And then avatar items, I think this blue costume here, or the avatar items like the denim here, for some reason I saw a lot of people going where is it? Where is it? This is such a cool outfit, and it wasn't available. So I think that was late to the shop, but it is available now. I like the stuffer here for party play. Celebrate Fashion Week by wearing your favorite avatar outfits while in a party. Yeah.
I mean, I've got my deli bird drip going all
But
year.
but how's the event been, and any shiny luck?
No shiny. Well, I take that back. I did play Spotlight Hour for Baneri,
Okay.
and I got the shiny Baneri.
You wanted that.
No.
Well,
Honestly, I put a lure down. I caught a bunch of stuff. Nothing. So I just kind of put the Go Plus Plus in my pocket and just kind of turned it off and drove home. And after like walking around doing some dishes and like getting everything situated after I got home from hockey practice, I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot that was still going. And I looked and there was a shiny in there. And I had
nice.
caught like a whole bunch since being home. And I was just like, oh, okay. All right.
No,
That's cool.
that's good. I've actually had good shiny luck this event, and the Go Plus did come through on one of them. I'm gonna pull up my phone for the video viewers.
All right. But for the podcast viewers or listeners and me, because I mean, I can see you, but I can't see the screen. I have to pull it up on my phone.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
So I'll pull it up here. I got the shiny Krogunk and the shiny Wooper with the hat. So it's been a good one. You typically hope to get one event shiny. You know what I mean? Like, I've been catching nonstop, and it's, I want more shinies here. You can see since Wooper Community Day, I had a Chinchou, a Swablu randomly, a Magnemite randomly. I don't know. I want the Furfrou. I have one already that I have evolved as the Valentine's Day one. But, dude, I totally love the costume chase. I know it's not your thing, but I think it just makes the grind that much more exciting because, it feels like a limited pool, right? Because I'm going after the costume one specifically or the Furfrou. So it's like, I feel like I'm catching that same group of like 4 or 5 Pokemon all event. You know what I mean? Like, that's like what I'm going after. And,
Yeah, and
that's
then
fun.
we have that, but then we have the task that's like take a picture of 7 different Pokemon. Man, you should see my camera roll.
Yeah.
It is literally all Pokemon right now.
Nice.
I was like trying to show somebody some hockey pictures, and it's just like
Scrolling through Pokemon.
all screenshots of Pokemon.
Nice. All right. Well, you know what? This was an interesting one. We'll jump over to this other blog that Niantic put up. But let us know how you did with Fashion Week. Let us know.
Yeah, or you could be fashionably late.
Yeah, let us know in 2 weeks. There was an update that's coming soon to Pokemon Trainer Club logins. So this is really important, and I'm sure it affects a small amount of people, but those small amount of people could get, pretty impacted here. So this is very important. Starting November 16th, there will be a change to the way that you log into Pokemon Go using Pokemon Trainer Club credentials. If you log into Pokemon Go with a Pokemon Trainer Club account, you will still tap Sign In with Pokemon Trainer Club. However, you will notice an updated login screen. As a result of this change, any trainer currently logged into Pokemon Go using Pokemon Trainer Club credentials may be logged out. That pretty much means will be logged out. And you need to validate to regain access to Pokemon Go. Ahead of this update, we recommend you take note of your Pokemon Trainer Club username and password, keeping them up. Okay, they're warning you. If you log in with the Pokemon Trainer Club account, you're going to get logged out. Pokemon Trainer Club account is through Pokemon.com. It's not the easiest thing to recover an account through Pokemon.com. They really make you jump through hoops. And if you don't, now I'm in a situation that is good reason why I take this so seriously. Because I have an email address tied to my Pokemon Trainer Club account that I no longer have access to. So if I want to try to reset my password,
that's crazy.
Right. So if I want to reset my password, they're like, okay, we sent a verification email to your email on file. Can you go in and just change your email on file? Sure, you could do that, but when you do it, they send an email to the email on file to confirm that you're changing your email. So
wow.
There's a possibility that if you only use Trainer Club to log in and you get logged out and you don't know your password ahead of it, and you no longer have access to the email that's associated with your Pokemon account, Pokemon Trainer Club account through Pokemon.com, you could be on Beat Street. No, where's your access? How are you going to get access to your account? If Trainer Club goes down and you have no other login method linked and you can't get in through Trainer Club and you don't have other, like, you could be out of the game. So make sure you take these precautions. Note your password, get all that stuff safe and secure now, and then add who's this in the chat? Jamal, I'd love to stay and hang out, but I'm currently grooming my candy cane and making sure I don't smell like a reindeer. Nice. But no, it's the add Google, add Apple, add Gmail, like just add additional ways to log in. So if any of them go down, you have options. That's really the big thing. Make sure you have access to your Trainer Club account. Make sure you have additional links, because when this happens, if Trainer Club goes out, you could be beat. So, if you use Trainer Club, you'll see the new screen. So just pay attention to that. Make sure you have access, because if it goes down and that's your only way of logging in, you might get screwed. And the reason I have the start date of July 17th and not July 16th, you remember on day one, the Pokemon Trainer Club account servers were melting because everyone was trying to log into Pokemon Go. I couldn't get logged in until after midnight. I couldn't even get in because it wouldn't authenticate, because it was just the servers are so crazy. So there's been plenty of times where I've been logged in with Trainer Club on my account because I cycle through them, and I'll get logged out because that login method gets down or Trainer Club login is messed up. So just take precautions, make sure you're prepared, because it's pretty significant. All right, moving on.
It will be significant.
Shout to the movie Kung Pao. All right, celebrate party play. Okay. First, before we talk about it, Adam, what's your experience with party play? Have you been playing? Have you been partying? Let me fix your camera a little bit here.
I actually enjoy it, and I'll take a few minutes and do a lap or two around my work.
Okay.
With my coworker. So I've only had it with just one person.
Okay.
But it is really cool to see my friend on the map with me walking around. So it's like, I know if he's veering off, you know what I mean?
Dude, it's really cool with 4 people.
I think something like that with 4 people, especially if you're traveling or somewhere and you see somebody they just went to that Pokestop. You're able to see that real time in the map.
Isn't it cool?
And then be able to be like, no, we need to turn around, go back, take a left instead of a right. I think that's so cool.
No, it's cool. And you could get spread out too.
I think it's undervalued right now.
Well, people were focusing
underutilized and undervalued.
They were focusing on the rewards, and the rewards, when you look at them on paper, aren't too great. You know what I mean? Here's 3 raspberries. It's like, really, dude? This is what I'm working for? But all in all, it's, I don't know, it
Wait, 3 raspberries? Really?
Dude, there's some bad rewards, man. For real. There's some bad rewards, but they have an event. It's called Party Up. Adam, when you hear the term or the name of the event, Party Up, what do you think what do you think you have to do?
You have to put in the best jams of the 90s. You have to get your dance shoes on.
You would think that you have to party up.
Walk into the club.
You think you have to party up, right? Would that be fair?
Yeah. You think you have to actually utilize the new feature?
No, you don't. You don't have to utilize.
Don't?
No, they don't even mention it in the blog. They're like, it's dude, it's so weird. So Wednesday, November 22nd to the 27th. So 5-day event. We're gonna have 3 days vanilla between Fashion Week and Party Up. Okay, cool. It says, start the party everywhere you go with party play. Get ready to round up your squad, blah, blah, blah. If you're level 15, you could join a party. That's it. Special Research Master Ball. Yeah, we know. It's been going. But check it out. Available for purchase if you didn't beat it. The whole 60 raid thing that some people were bottlenecked on. If you didn't do it in time, you can now pay for that second Master Ball. How do you feel about that?
Feels rough. I understand it was timed,
Dude, you had free passes to do a raid a day. If you couldn't do it, that's how this game.
I have hundreds of raid
Dude,
passes.
that's how this game makes things difficult. This is, you know what I mean? Like, there's no challenge to the gameplay. You're not a skilled Pokemon Go player by doing some crazy thing. I mean, we're not so PvP excluded, but this is how you make the real world.
Well, what if you climbed a mountain or something for that one Pokemon?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That the game
that's something crazy for.
Yeah, but this is difficulty. So if you couldn't get those 60 raids done, even though you had the free opportunity to do it, you could do it free to play. You can now buy it. I think this is great. You don't want to work hard? You don't want to work hard? You don't want to get it done? No problem. Pay up. Fair is fair.
Problem.
Fair is fair. 5 special trades a day. Yep, 5 special trades a day, which is great. That's good. Get your trades in. 2 additional candy for trading Pokemon. This is good. Candy XL. Double XP for raids. Nice.
Okay.
Timed research with Hisuian and Growlithe. Wurmple wearing the party hat, which is cool. Wild Encounter Solosis is in this pool. That is a chase. Solosis is a chase. Morlul, Gothita. A whole bunch of new shinies here. Go for it.
And then a bunch of Paldean Pokemon.
Which
I'm okay with.
No, these are fine.
They just came out with Morlul.
Mm-hmm.
They just came out with Gothita.
They're fresh. That's what I'm saying.
Before that was Solosis, so...
Yep. It's freshies.
Good for everyone.
Raids are kind of funky. Not too interested in a lot of them, but Hisuian, Growlithe, Nosepass, Dwebble, Clink, and Lechonk in Tier 1. Rhydon, Pelipper, Gardevoir, and Bombadil in
okay,
3.
So just Bombadil matters.
You
don't need to say
if you're a new trainer,
you don't need to say the rest of them.
And you don't have a Rhyperior built, this is good. This is a good way to do it. Get some Rhydon. You know what I'm saying?
Right on, sir.
5-star raids, Terrakion. That's another good. That's the best of the Swords of Justice, in my opinion. We have Cobalion right now, by the way. And in Mega Raids, Mega Kangaskhan. This is good. This is trainers that haven't played big events or haven't traveled. Kangaskhan's are regional, so take advantage of it while you can get your Megas in.
Oh, yeah.
Field research, Hisuian, Growlithe, Wurmple, and Nosepass, Gothita, Solosis in there, and the Paldean starters. And their showcases, but as I get to the bottom of the blog, again, no mention of being in a party necessary to take part in the event. So here's my thought. They couldn't... If they made it mandatory, people would riot. Because they're going to say, I don't have a friend. I don't play. So they can't play. So they can't get the special research. You know what I mean? So what if they did the event just like they did here, and then they offered a paid ticket that required you to go in a party?
Not even a paid ticket. A timed research.
Nope. They can't do that. Because then people are going to say, I don't have friends. This is you're telling me I can't get this timed research? I don't have friends. But if it's a paid ticket,
they have to buy it.
Then they know what they're buying.
For a dollar.
For sure. $1.
Complete 3 raids with your friends.
Something like that.
Catch 50 Pokemon with your friends. Make it easy.
How about this? A paid ticket that gives you more value, where you can get, just like you can get event field research. Wouldn't it be cool to get event challenges? So when you go into your party, you get your 3 options for the party host. What if one of them said event, and it was relative to what was going on here?
And it was, when it was like, it's like, oh, your party gains a buddy
something
incense or something. Not necessarily that everybody. It's just because you're in a party, the effect activates and more spawns happen.
Or what if the task is like actually difficult and it will take a lot to complete? Catch 100 Pokemon, something like, you know what I mean?
But
like
divided up by 4.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Instead of catch 25 like they do, what if they said catch 100, catch 200? But that's the event one. Give a better reward. I don't know. It just seems like
it's
maybe
a missed opportunity.
Well, it can't be a missed opportunity yet because the event didn't happen yet. So we don't know.
It already happened.
It didn't. But what if they added that? That would be a nice little surprise. Give me event party stuff. Like, it didn't make any sense that on Mega Garchomp Raid Day, they didn't have tailored party tasks for raiding. Like That would have been the perfect task. Raid 3 times. Like, people are out
Yeah, it would have
doing.
gotten people more involved.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope they develop the party thing. I do the party as often as I can, typically once a day, because when I go on my daily little walk after work with my girlfriend, we party up every time. And you could do routes now. You could do routes with a party. No excuse not to if you're walking with at least one person.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the which research, the masterwork research. I'm on day 9. I'm on day 9.
God,
Listen,
so
I was
bad.
at 19 and I forgot and it reset. I literally waited till 12:01, saw it and was like, "No flippin' way."
Goodness. Next thing you should be aware of is the Wayfarer AMA, and with all of the hoopla over the ladder policy and the associated suspensions and just the madness on social media, people saying don't use Wayfarer, all this stuff, and this is your opportunity to talk about this. So I'll put a link in the description to a post in the Wayfarer forums. It says, as 2023 comes to an end, we'd like to host one final AMA for the year and answer some of your most pressing questions. As we did in the last AMA, we're going to take the question submission portion of the AMA anonymous by having a Google form to collect questions. You can submit your questions anonymously. That's good. In the Google form, you'll have the opportunity to add up to 3 questions. Once they close the question window, which is on November 22nd, so from the time of this recording, you still got 3 or 4 days, so get on this. It'll partner with the ambassadors of Wayfarer to highlight the themes from all the submitted questions and address the top community curiosities. And if you look in the forums and if you look on social media, the ladder policy has a lot of questions. So now's your opportunity. Submit 3 questions anonymously. If enough questions come in asking for the same thing, the ambassadors will prioritize that as, hey, this has strong community sentiment because 10% of the total submissions were asking the same question, and it would probably be, give me clarification on the ladder policy. Can you be banned for nominating? Are nominations associated with the reviewing process or the nomination process? Like, people think that if someone gives them rejects their nomination, that they're going to get suspended because they're going to get, it's going to be like they're putting in breaking the rules by getting rejected nominations. It's like, no. If your nomination
my favorite point POI is drinking some water right here.
What are you talking about, Adam? That is not a POI.
No. It's a way.
Oh, it's a Wayfarer water bottle. Oh, jeez, yeah. Adam. Anyway, ask questions. Ask questions. This is your opportunity to do it. Don't say Niantic doesn't talk when you don't ask when they open the door. They don't often open the door. Niantic does not communicate well. They're not very transparent with a lot of stuff, but Wayfarer is one of the teams from Niantic that actually does AMA, customer-facing, consumer-facing AMAs. Take advantage of it. Links in the bio or in the description. All right, I guess we could cover one more thing before we take a break, and then when we come back, we'll talk about the ban wave and we'll talk about this Mystic 7 tweet. But every so often we have a charity event going on. We did one last year, and we're doing another one for this holiday. And I'm going to jump over to Trainers Doing Good. This is a brand that I started for kind of managing our charity stuff. And we're going to be doing a charity, and we're raising some money this holiday for TakeThis.org, which is a fantastic community of overall mental wellness and mental health support channel. And it's very good. It's very tailored to gamers and people into pop culture, and it's very relatable for what they do to people in our space. So it's just an absolutely great resource. So what we're going to try to do in the month of December is raise $250. That's our goal. And there's a couple ways that you can get involved that are pretty neat. The first is going to be that you can buy some merch, and we have some trainers doing good merch that you can pick up, and the link will be in the description of how you can get that, and 100% of the profits from the sale of this merch will go to the donation. So, and we'll donate that to Take This. We've got a bunch of stuff. We got coffee mugs, we got t-shirts, hoodies.
Whoa! You had me at coffee mugs.
I know, man. Got to get some coffee mugs. We got fanny packs, Joe. We got a lot of stuff. So check it out. You could pick up some merch. Proceeds go to TakeThis.org. Next way you can get involved is through our Patreon. And for the month of December, any new patrons that join our Patreon in the month of December, we will double their patronage and donate that to Take This. So if someone joins our Patreon for $1 a month, we'll donate $2 to Take This. And then the third way, which is the easiest way to do it, and won't cost you anything, is if you make your avatar's buddy Delibird in the month of December and take a screenshot and post it on our Twitter or tag us on Twitter. We're also going to be putting up a post in a couple days where you can respond to that thread and post your photos. But for every screenshot that we get of an avatar with Delibird as their buddy, we'll donate $1 to TakeThis.org, up to $100. So 100 people submit screenshots of Delibird, we'll donate $100 to Take This. And again, the goal is to raise $250.
I'm already going to send a screenshot.
That's $2, dude. $2 for yours because you're special. $2 on yours. But we'll do that up to $100. Hopefully, we can get another 150 out of matching patronage and merch sales. So if we could hit 250, that'd be great. I'll put links to Take This in the description so you can take a look at the charity and learn what they're all about. It's a fantastic organization. It's just a way to kind of give back and support a really great cause that provides really great services for people in the gaming space. It's really cool. Really, really cool. But all right, Adam, let's take a little break. And when we come back, we'll talk about the ban wave that went out. So, Casa de Cubone in the chat. Did I hear bans for fast catching? You sure did. So we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about Mystic 7's tweet, which was pretty interesting as well. So we got a couple little hot topics to talk about. We'll do that when we come back. So for our video viewers, we're here. But for our audio listeners, we'll be back right after this.
Right after this.
What's going on, chat? It's the video break.
I literally just opened up my phone. I got 3 furfrus.
Furfur.
All garbage IVs.
Furfur. I have my Go Plus on, so I don't know what I have.
Oh, I never know.
I had a Frillish, Ghastly, Whoopers, Furfrau, Pidgey, Illumise. Dude, I had a wild Snorlax today. That was cool. That was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I had one of those.
Mocha Wilson in the chat. Hi, gents. What's up, dude? Hello from grocery shopping in the future. Yes, Mocha, what's happening?
Ooh, I love that.
But, Adam, I think we could get right back up in this.
I think we can, too.
What do you say? Good? Good?
I say good.
Okay.
Great.
Debs Debs in the chat saying, just doing laundry. Yes! This is such a great way to do things and enjoy content.
You get to hang out with us.
We appreciate that. We very much appreciate that.
We really appreciate it.
All right, let's get back in this. And
we're back.
From our break. Thank you so much for that. Adam, did you hydrate?
No. Thank you, Ken.
Did you hydrate?
Oh, I forgot.
You should hydrate. I hydrated. I had Poland Spring from Maine. It's good.
I had filtered water.
All right, Adam, a little
from the sink.
A little housekeeping to get through before the end of the show. And we want to let you know that this podcast is powered by Patreon, and you can check out ours over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support the show for as little as $1 a month. And, from the time of this recording, any patronage that we get through the end of December will double to donate to Take This. $1 a month. That's all it will take to get involved. The $1 will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And all patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCG Live tournaments. Adam, how'd it go? How'd it go this month? I know you guys have been battling. Are you winning? I love when Adam loses.
I mean, I went. No, I did good. I did good. I think I went 3-1. Yeah, 3-1.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Or 2-1. I think there was 3 matches. 2-1, and in the Discord won.
Well, huge thanks to our gym leader patrons. Absolutely Ryan, DJ Wonderbread, Halter Counselor, GK, Sue, Jamal, Joseph, Mythical Hitch, Beardbow Baggins, and Big Zom Minus. Special thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bott, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Tish Smith, Kate the Cons, and Stinky Ash. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can find us. Check out all the shows on the network, all that good stuff at PokemonProfessor.com. All right, Adam. Let's talk about this.
Ken.
Let's talk about this ban wave, because it's been a very hot topic. It's been a very contentious topic, rightfully so. And I'm really excited that Pokemon Go Hub actually got some info from Niantic, because there has been no announcement, no news, no official statement, no Niantic support tweet, no known issues page listing, nothing about this ban wave. So if everyone was scratching their head, why is this happening? I'm a legit player, blah, 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 all the good stuff. We did a funny tweet. It was just like, why are people getting banned? Wrong answers only. Check out that tweet. There's some good ones. That was a pretty funny one. But if you go to PokemonGoHub.net, and the link will be in the description, shout out to GoHub. It shows a little screenshot. We have detected unusual activity from your account. As a result, temporary limitations have been placed on your play. So this is new. No email was sent. It was just a screen. People woke up to the screen. And people were like, what did I do? I have no explanation. How do we fix this? All this good stuff. So in this article from GoHub, it says, we reached out to Niantic after speculation has run rife that it is linked with the fast catch trick. The people getting banned a lot of times were pretty hardcore players, and they were looking at and catching lots of Pokemon per day. Even like people hitting the catch cap level of grinding. Hardcore players. And we've confirmed with Niantic, it says, that this is the cause of this ban wave, and it's not intentional. Trainers should not be banned for using the fast catch trick. Niantic have stated that the incorrect ban should be fixed as an issue by tomorrow, which was 2 days ago. So this is already done. This is already fixed.
I mean, I fast catch, but I don't catch that many Pokemon.
But fast catch is one of those like, hey, don't talk about it kind of things, because it's an exploit. So, we avoid talking about it. But this is pretty significant that they put out allow for an official statement from their PR, I guess, for GoHub enough to put this out. So, pretty interesting. And they even say here, in the meantime, we'd advise trainers to avoid using fast catch trick in both standard and AR mode. Have you ever done the AR mode version of it?
I have not.
I've done that. It cuts down on the speed overall, more so than just a standard way of doing it. It's tougher. You have to get a grip on your angles of how to hold your phone to take advantage of it. But this was an interesting one. So Twitter lost its mind. Everybody going nuts.
Of course. When doesn't Twitter lose its mind?
Never. But I'm baffled here that this is how it went down with them talking to GoHub, and GoHub saying, yeah, we've confirmed with Niantic. When that language happens, and we know this from working with Niantic, that's like, hey, can we amplify this message? Can we make content talking about this? Say, yeah, and how do we do that? Well, you include the language, we have confirmed with Niantic,
right?
X. And that's what it says here. We've confirmed with Niantic that it is the cause of the ban wave, meaning the fast catch trick. So very, very interesting. Niantic lost some, social credits on this one for sure because Twitter just absolutely exploded. Rightfully so, though. Rightfully so. How do you feel about this whole thing?
I mean, it didn't affect me, so I'm not worried.
That
But it stinks that it happened because if you're legit and you're playing, I mean, like, I can see how you can catch that many Pokemon that fast, but that's a lot of that's very dedicated. I don't like how Niantic didn't come out and say it. It was GoHub.
I don't mind that so much, but you got to look at it like this: the people that are got hit with this are probably in the know with GoHub. It's bad enough Niantic communicates like pretty much exclusively on Twitter because it's a very small window of insight. Not a lot of people are on Twitter that play this game comparatively.
Yeah.
So now it's like, all right, they're not even putting it on their Twitter. They're putting it on GoHub. Shout out to GoHub. Love them. Great site. Great audience. Great content. But very narrow reach. You know, much more niche reach than Twitter.
Niche reach.
So I'm very shocked that this announcement came out. And normally we wouldn't talk about this stuff. But here, you know, this is news. This is press. So interesting. So yeah, Niantic, don't get mad. We're talking about this. It's in the press. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's our out. That's our out. All right, but we'll close out, Adam, with a very interesting tweet that I definitely appreciate because, you know, on Twitter, I like to be a provocateur. I like to get people talking.
You like to poke the bear?
I like to poke the bear. I like to get people that have differences in views talking. You know, it's Twitter, so it becomes like the circus, but it gets people talking. That's the goal. A lot of times I'll the people are still getting the tweet where I was just like remote raids are the best thing that ever happened to this game or the best thing that happened in this game in years.
Gosh.
People lost their minds. That tweet is still going. People are like down each other's throat, giggity. And it's wild. But the reason I do it is to create this dialogue. And you know, sometimes people will be like, why are you posting this? You just posting this for the clicks? It's like, yeah, dude. Yes. Because that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get the engagement.
Should I go for more clicks this year?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. And I think this Mystic 7 tweet that I'll pull up right now and read does just that. Mystic 7, this was yesterday, says, so, Pokemon Go is kind of dead right now. When me and other creators say that, we're not saying no one is playing. We're saying our content, which is a great reflection of how trendy Pokemon Go is severely underperforming. And, you know, Mystic 7's got a huge reach, 141,000 views. People are seeing this tweet. So, Pokemon Go's biggest YouTuber saying Pokemon Go is kind of dead. And him pretty much saying, look, we know people are playing, but as far as the cultural zeitgeist, if content in the space is underperforming, I think you put it perfectly. It is a great reflection of how trendy Pokemon Go is. That makes sense. But it's also slightly a self-burn. Because if our podcast was severely underperforming, I'm not going to say it's because the game is dead. I'm going to say it's because...
It's because Adam didn't talk enough.
Because I'm not producing content that is getting the views. It's a really great topic. So I wanted to hear your hot take, and I wanted to, I'll read some of the responses that Mystic 7 has on this tweet. I encourage everyone to get involved with this conversation. It's definitely a good one. But how do you feel about Pokemon Go's biggest creator? One that typically doesn't do the Niantic pomp and circumstance of being in events and doing meet and greets and things like that. But he's Pokemon Go's largest creator, the largest audience, and the biggest reach. And he's saying Pokemon Go is dead. How does that make you feel?
Uncomfortable. because
Mm-hmm.
it's not true. It's not
Expound.
true.
Is it
Like I get that there's nothing exciting in the game. Like there's nothing like the events aren't insane. They aren't like blow your mind. But how how can they keep this game going for the longevity if every single event they're like, boom, yo, here we're giving you Marini, and that one's shiny, and it's a brand new shiny. We're giving you Gothita, that one's shiny. We're gonna give you XYZ shiny because we don't even know what to do next. We're gonna skip community days for the 3 starters, just give you them all shiny, just go crazy. Like, no, that you take away from the longevity of the game by doing that.
But
Putting a million things in raids just gets everyone angry
okay. So
because of the remote raid thing.
so the game being dead or alive, you're saying might be a symptom, right, of the quality of events. So if the quality of events was higher, the game might not be being referred to as being dead. So
Yes.
when you hear this, you're thinking he's saying it's kind of dead because the events are lackluster and that affects his
Yes.
content.
Yep. Yeah, because his previous tweet was all about it was one of the Safari zones, and he was just like, "Is this really an event that we're supposed to be hyped up about? Look at all these Pokemon. Do we really want to go to these events?" I'm pretty sure he has a tweet in there that says something like that.
Yeah. Well, he's got one. I'll pull this other one up on screen. It says there are ups and downs in the life of every video game. Right now is a down for Pokemon Go. You know, he's got to reach. So you got other creators, Reversal jumping in. On his last tweet, Fleece was jumping in. So you got some heavy hitters in here. And I don't know, man. I just think that this is a very interesting time for Pokemon Go content creators, especially those in the video space. And here are my thoughts on that. So, well, here's my hot take on this tweet saying Pokemon Go is dead. Obviously, like he said, he's not saying that people aren't playing the game. Obviously, there's people playing the game. We know that. But think of Pokemon Go YouTube in 2016 and 2017 when everyone's new to the game and hungry for information on the hows of the game. So the content was more about teaching the game and experiencing the game for the first time. So the people that were consuming the game at that time were able to consume that type of content because it was relevant to their growth and their maturity level through the game as the game was being developed over time.
Okay, okay. I see what you're saying. I see where you're going. So, what if Mystic took the time to learn everything about PvP and like show a journey from going from 0 to hero? Could he do it?
Beginner of the winner,
You know
shout
what I
to
mean?
BGW.
Yeah, beginner to winner. Something like that, but take PvP, take
Okay,
strategy,
all right. Well,
put it in the limelight.
dude,
Do something exciting.
I
That
agree
is
with this.
exciting.
I agree with your sentiment, 100%.
Would watch that. I
And-
would watch that because I'd be learning with you the
But
whole time.
regardless of the game events, you're saying do something with your content. I agree with you 100%. Because
Okay, so it's this one. It was on October 31st. He said, "Bit sad to see Pokemon Go's decision to run with the less effortful effortful city safari events over the safari zone events. It makes sense. The events are still fun, but nothing like a proper safari zone. This might mark the beginning of the end of my Pokemon Go global travels."
gloom and doom, my dude. I don't like seeing it from big creators because it casts a shadow. And look, he's built an audience. He has major influence. He could do whatever he wants with it. But I don't like seeing it because I want this game to succeed. I'll put it in a good light every time. That's just the way I choose to do this, right? So here's my thoughts. What we've lost, like when people first got into the content in 2016, 2017, we saw this amazing thing where all of a sudden we were watching more than Pokemon Go videos. We were watching these Pokemon Go set videos that turned into travel vlogs, that turned into incredible cinematography, that turned into something different, like with trainer tips. And it was a unique experience because the videos were more than just Pokemon Go.
Correct.
Okay? That's what made those creators do so well in the beginning, was their videos were exceptionally unique, and exceptionally unique from each other, and exceptionally unique in video game content space, because we had this cool merger of like Twitch stream style gameplay and, you know, Casey Neistat vlogs. You know, it was this really cool thing.
Like, look at this. Take, like, again, Mystic has all these old Pokemon packs, all these old cards. Utilize that. If you're going to open up a pack, be like, I'm going to like compete with 6 Pokemon. I'm going to make a team from those packs. Dude, like, I'm not even doing this stuff, and I can come up with stuff.
No, I'm telling you, you're nailing it, because
that's all it takes.
I think it's about the content. It's definitely about the content. Now, the trainer that's like us and is, you know, now 7 years into this game,
100 years older,
right? We don't like necessarily need to. We don't necessarily need to watch the videos that are just, I don't know, the news. I don't know, because there's a lot of outlets
over
for that
now, and podcasts do a really good job about getting that news out there. I mean, just look at Lane with Good Morning Johto. If you need something like, I want to know what's happening today, right now, that's the podcast for you. If you want to hang out with the best buds that you've hung out with for the past 7 years, we appreciate you hanging out.
Right.
We'll always be here for you. You know what I mean?
And the content definitely has changed.
Yes, it has.
But when we think of the big picture, which is exceptionally important here, we don't have the same type of consumer, so you can't consume the content when the content has not changed with the consumer. And what we've lost is the grind. We've lost the grind, and I'm gonna beat this drum. Shout to JT Valor, because JT Valor's content has become my go-to for YouTube content.
Yes.
Not just because JT Valor's the homie, but because.
Did you see the Frou-Frou video?
Amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
Right? Like,
yeah, he travels the world.
Who did that?
Evolves a shiny Frou-Frou. No one. But he will be able to.
We're gonna leave a link to the.
Yeah, I'll put it in. I'll put it
for
in
that video. Please
watch
give
it. Thumbs
the
up.
Time of day it deserves.
Yep,
give it
it's
a
good
thumbs
video.
up. Subscribe. Do all of the good stuff.
Yeah. Shout to JT Valor.
Tell him. Comment. Tell him we sent you.
Yeah. So the JT Valor videos, he'll talk about his current event thing to make the video relevant to the current times. He'll give his takes, and then he goes out and grinds this game and plays this game. And when you look at a lot of video content on YouTube for Pokemon Go, outside of PvP, because obviously PvP is completely gameplay driven, but when you see JT Valor's videos and he's out there grinding for 10 hours straight, when you see a Fleece King stream and he's out there grinding for 10 hours straight, that ends up becoming the unique thing of Pokemon Go content right now, because people aren't doing that anymore. They're not putting content out of hardcore gameplay. Joe Landor does a great job of this too, because he's out there playing. And we just don't see that a lot anymore. A lot of trainer tips videos now are him sitting at his desk talking. That's not why I watch Trainer Tips videos. I watch Trainer Tips video like for the Mexican video that he made. Shout to Palo. That video was incredible. It was like 44 minutes long. He travels to Mexico. It's just this crazy travel vlog. I loved it. It was so good to watch long form Trainer Tips again. It was so cool. I love Nick. I love him personally, but I don't necessarily want to go to his channel to watch him talk about the news. I want to see him experiencing the news. And that's what I think JT Valor does a good job. Because you won't let the roller coaster, as Mystic 7 said it, the roller coaster of the game impact his grind. And that's the difference for me of how I want to consume content. They could be mad at the game. JT could think it's the worst event ever. He could think it's bad decisions from Niantic.
But he comes to our Monday Night Patreon.
He does. He does. He does jump
Zoom
on the Zooms.
calls and just sometimes, and he lets us know how he feels.
Right. But it's not going to affect his gameplay. And I think that's his secret sauce. That's the secret sauce. Because he could say, look, man, this event is not great. But guess what? His video, he's still going to be out there playing for 10 hours. I'm in. That's all it takes to sell me on content is show me you're just ready to play. Show me you're ready to get out there and grind. Show me that's what I want to watch. And you don't see that too much. And I think we're seeing a lot of content creators, and I'm not going to say that they're being complacent, but their content ends up being not necessarily what captures the magic of the game anymore. And their content may have. That might be how they built their whole audience. But now it's a retention model. How do you retain them? Dude, you got to play the game. You got to be out there actually doing it. And it's not just like, oh, I'm going to make a video of me playing on Santa Monica Pier, and I'm out here and I'm playing for whatever. No. Grind. That's what I want to see. Is it easy? No. But that's what makes it compelling content.
Yeah, because it's like if it's like a super cut of just I'm just checking 100 things to see if they're shiny. That's not necessarily holding me.
Or like
I'll watch.
Yeah.
I'll be like 13 checks out of your 170 that you do in the 30 seconds, and I'm like, I'm just done. I'm just gonna search for something else. I'm already done at that point. If that's how the game is, like, I understand it's convenient, you get it down, but like I like the grind to get there. Like, oh, this just spawned, boom, and then you get the sparkles.
Look, I just think it's an interesting time for video content, and I just don't want to see people getting a trickle-down effect of going, oh, this game is down right now, I want to play less. And that's what it comes down to. It's like, I want to promote this game so people want to play. And, I brought it up, and we were joking about it on Zoom, and I brought it up last week. I go, people don't come to this game for its shortfalls. They don't say, hey, I really want to go outside and play Pokemon Go right now because it's broken. No, they don't want to do that. But they definitely want to watch content about someone experiencing the game be broken and talk about it being broken. Yeah. So that content sells. But it's not playing the game. JT Valor might approach it like, hey, this is broken right now. I'm going to go out and grind for 10 hours. You know what I mean? The emotion doesn't impact the grind. Fleece King's the same way. He's very vocal on Twitter. He commented on the Mystic 7 thing. But he's still out there grinding his face off. You know what I mean? Like, he's still out there killing it, playing for hours. Milo from the UK is doing 24-hour streams. Like, these dudes...
24 hours?
Dude, he's a monster. He did a 25-hour stream. He's a monster. This content is awesome because it's gameplay that I can't experience myself, and I live vicariously through these creators. I don't need to live vicariously through someone talking at a desk. I'm sitting at a desk talking right now.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like, that's why people are just opening up packs and like people are watching it because they're living vicariously through them. So if I want to go buy a pack, I'm just gonna watch somebody opening up packs because then I don't have to spend the money.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it's I do think that there needs to be a shift in content to something that's going to be a little bit more compelling than what we have now, and I think that it's possible to achieve that regardless of the up or down. But but
Yeah,
at the same token,
exactly.
but in the same token, Mystic Seven does have a good point when he's like, "Hey, I'm not saying people aren't playing, but it could be a good scale, a good like litmus test for how trendy it is, meaning in the front of people's mind." And I think the game can be very, very front and center because the 7-year player is playing all day, every day, and still plays, but they don't consume the content anymore. So I don't think that makes the game dead. I think that makes the content dead. And there are some people out there that are making magic happen because they're out there grinding their faces off. But I just think it's an interesting conversation. It's worth talking about. It's worth jumping in. And yeah, let us know what you think about it because you could say the game is dead all you want. It's also an important time to recognize the importance of new trainers because new trainers are the foundation of the growth and the potential of this game to become a forever game. The 7-year trainer that's still playing every
So
day.
yeah, if they're coming in and they see a couple of your videos, let's just say they get like some from the earlies, and they're like, "Wow, I love this content." And then they see like your tweet, they're like, "Oh, they think it's dead." And then they look at your recent content, they're like, "Whoa, this something's off. This is different."
Yep, I agree. I agree. And the like there needs to be more content that caters to those trainers. Like a kind of like a rebirth of what we saw in 2016, 17, 18 with the content that was based around kind of embracing those new trainers. Because if you want your content, I'd imagine, and we don't do this at all. We pretty much speak to the hardcore every episode.
Yeah.
But you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm more and more I'm identifying that and being aware of that. Can Lord Up exist with speaking to the casuals? Not in this form, because our listeners have been with us for years and our growth is through the hardcore channels. But the future of the game, the people that don't think Pokemon Go is dead in any way, are these new trainers that are just as excited about the game now that we were in 2016 because it was new to us then and it's new to them now. How do we capture that? How do we capture the excitement of those new trainers? I think that there's a lot of really good conversation here because if I'm a new trainer and I watch a video of someone covering the news, podcasts included, Lured Up included, it may not be exciting to them because they want to just see gameplay. They want to see the game versus, all right, I'm going to watch a Fleece King stream or a JT Valor video or a Milo video, and it's like, oh, these dudes are crushing it out there playing the game. I'd imagine that's why you see very good growth from those channels right now, and you see stagnation from others that aren't doing new things. I don't know. It's a great conversation. Yeah, let's talk about it. Check out our Twitter. Check out Mystic Seven's Twitter, and get involved with the conversation. But Adam, that's pretty much a show, man. We did it.
We did it.
Yeah, yeah. Good conversations. Good conversations.
It was a good conversation.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing what people have to say on Twitter, and all that good stuff. So thank you so much if you made it this far in the audio. We really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone that's in the chat. You just check out PokemonProfessor.com. Oh, you know what? One more thing I wanted to show. One more thing. My bad.
One more thing.
Our Gym Leader Challenge also starting December 1st. I do have our gym badges in. And these are going to be in addition to prizes that will be announced for every Gym Leader Challenge every month. If you beat the Gym Leader, you get a badge. So the first one, I'm the Gym Leader. So you guys can battle amongst yourselves. The winner of your tournament gets to battle me for the gym badge. Here it is right here. It's a little Jersey tomato. So you want to beat me? You got to take me on in my garden cup because we are the Garden State. And it'll be a veggie battle. Shout out to all the vegetarians out there. So a lot of fun. We got a lot of fun stuff going on. We got some other really
That's
cool
exciting.
ones. One meta I'm looking forward to doing will be the Dead Battery Squad, where if you want to play in the meta, you can only play if you're at 20% or less battery on your phone. And then we have like a bunch of other really cool and cute badges. Look at this little whale for a water cup. So we got some really cool, fun stuff happening over on PokemonProfessor.com. Just check it out. But Adam, that is a show. You can email us, luredup@PokemonProfessor.com. You can call us, 732-835-8639. Check us out on social. Get involved with the conversation. Adam, you got anything else, or is that it?
No, that's all I got.
All right. Keep training, trainers. Thank you so much. We'll see you
Bye.
next week.